Hey traders, Okana here. I'm just gonna quickly talk about a few of the currency pairs here, like GBP, JPY, EURUSD, AUD/USD. I know some people love these pairs in the Skype group that we have, Community Traders Live. So let's take a quick look here at the daily charts on EURUSD, and we see a triangle pattern. This line is the same line as in the earlier videos, so the same trend line we've talked about before. Of course, there are other variations as well, as you can see, but this one is the top right now, the highest point reached. You can see that here, 1, 2, 3 touches, almost a failed attempt here. Right now you can see that EURUSD is moving up, so today it's a bullish day. And this is a resisting line here I have. You can see the resistance here. Now price might come up all the way up, touch this trend line and retrace back down. After that it can either use this line as support to move up, or close below the support and then make another retracement back up, or continue down, or retrace up and then continue down for that matter. And here below we have the supporting line, so the triangle, the flag pattern here, as you can see. If it continues, it will make a flag, and you can see that EURUSD does this often. It moves up or down for that matter, and makes a pattern, a flag pattern, after a breakup. So for example, in this area it broke up, bounced down, and now we will see either a breakup or down. So we're gonna trade accordingly. Now it's moving up, so if you go to the lower time frame, you see that this resistance just got broken. Now we're gonna have to see if it bounces above and continues up to towards our target. So you can trade accordingly up all the way to the trend line. Obviously you can adjust your trend line if you're trading lower time frames. So I like to go to lower time frames and adjust it, maybe based on the 4-hour, or you can also take a look at the hourly time frames and you can see the exact bounce. But also pay attention to the supporting and resisting areas. So for example, this first resistance is here, so don't jump in to a call right here, because there might be a small retracement down before it continues and breaks, or it might actually break it right away. So we can't know that for sure. We can just know that we have these targets and we can trade with the trend. So we can expect some resistance in this area, and you can see that if price moves up today, you can see that the resistance is actually here at this point. Here's the trend line and here's the resistance line. Why did I put it there? Because of this big drop here. You can see that this big drop here, and also here in this area, and you can also go back and see more areas, but this is the potential target for today for EURUSD, or tomorrow, depending on the volatility. So GBP and Japanese yen, if we go to the monthly charts, we go to the weekly chart, we see it's a double top here, or double bottom if you wish, kind of the textbook version. And if we go to a lower time frame, like hourly, we see once again we have a target. Now this price might move sideways a little bit until it comes up there, even retrace down. Obviously it's not 100% thing. It might actually not come up here, but this is a target we have. It might come up here, touch this area, or even a little bit higher up before it continues down. So if you look at the daily chart, you can see that the lowest point in this area, 128,586. So if it continues down, it might be targeting this area. So that's the GBP, and you can see that it's making it was a big drop here. The support got broken. Now it's retracing back up. So that's price action right there. And if we go to the Aussie and the US dollar, we see that here's also kind of just pretty much similar to the EURUSD. It's making it was a breakout. There was a uptrend here, an uptrend, and then it's making some lower highs, and you can see the highest points We have in this area, it's not broken yet, so you could wait for that to happen. If you would place your lines, you can see the few touches here, so this might target this area breakout, but you have to wait because you have also resistance. So you have a huge resistance here, you can see the big drop, so we want to wait and see if price breaks the trend line. It might continue up to this resistance, and then we can look at higher time frames. I actually looked at the weekly here. You can see the upgoing trend line, right? You can see the first bounce, the second bounce, the third bounce. So we have this small retracement is a good sign that price for bullish continuation here. So large bounce, and then this is the third bullish week. The week just started, remember that, so you have to wait and see. But our target is up here, the first resistance. So go with the trend, trade the higher lows, wait for the breakouts, and we can see that the Aussie USD is pretty much acting like the Euro USD. So right now it's trying to cross this area, and after that it's probably going to target this area. So trade accordingly, use the higher lows like this. You can see the very nice highs and lows here, bouncing off of the previous resisting area, previous resistance. You can see that in each case here. So we will most probably see the price continuing up. So that's that. I hope this helps. You can obviously draw your own lines as well on the shorter time frames, the micro trends, the micro support resistance lines, and depending on which expiries you trade, and adjust your lines. Don't just go after adjust it after your own prices on your own whatever chart you're using. If you're using NetDania, Thinkorswim, or you're connected to another forex broker on MetaTrader, so you have to adjust your lines after your own price charts and your own preferred time frames. So thank you for watching.